All right, I guess you could say this is starting off my 2022 archery deer scouting. It is June 24th. Myself, my wife, my son, and my daughter, we're gonna go ahead and load up in the truck and go for a drive and start glassing, see what we can find. He's practicing. No. Renly's going on a first scouting trip. You ready, sweetie?
And so am I.
Give me some knuckles. Let's go find a big buck like this. Actually, a little bigger would be nice.
I need you to shoot it.
All right, it is 8:12. We got an hour till dark, basically. We've seen an antelope that Lexi spotted first and one doe. And Renly's just getting her diaper changed and pooping.
She doesn't have anything.
Asher, you got anything to say?
I found a baby.
Well, Asher and I are out here glassing, and we finally found a little buck. It's hard to tell because he went in the trees. He might be a good buck, but it's for a split second. So we're gonna see if he pops back out. Give me some knuckles, dude.
So bad.
I know. What did we just do?
We just found some bucks, and you said you were gonna move in the back, and
And we were worried it's gonna be too late, but it's obviously not. So we're gonna go see if we can get some phone scope footage of these bucks. And they look pretty good. One does anyway, so let's go check them out. Yeah. You wanna try looking with these and see if it makes it any clearer for you. Are those ones easier to see through?
they still won't.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah. I didn't toot. It was just my stomach growling. No, it's the coffee. Come on. Well, we came out here this morning and we found exactly what we were looking for. We ended up seeing 13 bucks. Two shooters, I think. Two that I definitely want to come back and see how they turn out in a month or so. All right. It is July 9th. It's been a couple weeks since Asher and I have been out here. So this marks morning number 2 of the 2022 Mega Muley scouting season. And I'm calling it Mega Muley right now because I'm really tired and I'm trying to manifest a Mega Muley in my life. So anyways, I got out here way too late. Hold on a second, this car wants me to pass me. All right, past the vehicle. He said no big bucks around here. Just kidding, I didn't even ask him, I just drove past him. I'm tired, guys. I came out here late. By the time I got out of work, the sun's already coming up. It was like 6 o'clock when I get out of work, you know. I work 12-hour shifts, 6 to 6. So it's kind of hard if you have to drive to somewhere to go look for deer. But I did it anyways. Came out here, the bucks were nowhere to be found. But I got out, put some miles in the ground, just getting more familiar with the lay of the land, trying to find, you know, where they could possibly be getting their water from. If I do come out here and hunt, it's good to know what's over the next ridge, because if I spook them and I follow them, I need to know the lay of the land. I need to be confident because they're gonna know the area because they live there, obviously, and they're animals, they're creatures. But I need to know the lay of the land too, and every little bit of information I can gather will help me, and even if it's just that much. I mean, that's the difference your shot with your arrow can make. I mean, here's its vitals, and here's its shoulder blade. And here's a dead animal, here's a wounded animal. So it's all about every little bit of information that you can gather that's going to help you become a more successful hunter. And so that's what I'm doing, gathering information. I'm going to go home. I'm really tired, get some sleep, go back to work, get off work in the morning and come back out here, and hopefully the bucks decide to stay up just a little bit longer. And if not, then I'll just learn more about the surrounding areas. So, last clip you saw was Saturday, and today is Monday the 11th, so that was Saturday the 9th. But I knew they were there, so I spent the rest of yesterday morning doing the same thing, getting familiar with the lay of the land, checking out new roads, and just trying to study the area a little bit better and look for water and stuff. And then fast forward to this morning, my buddy Wade went with me, and we got out there and parked a little further, so that way I wouldn't spook him with the four-wheeler. We took my truck actually, but we parked further just so we wouldn't invade the area, and hiked up into there, and look at what we found. Like, this is going to be a good year. He could be something special, and you know what? He's bigger than the buck I shot last year, and that's all you can hope for. And yeah, I'm just really excited for this journey, because I will have the archery hunt, the muzzleloader hunt, and rifle hunt to pursue this buck, and I'm going to give it my all. And I'm very fortunate to live in an area where I can do that, and hopefully this works out. I'm going to try to be as real with you as I can as far as just the grind, I guess. If you want to get a big buck, you have to put in the work, and it's going to be a lot of work. You know, like you, I have a family, I have work, full-time job, I have a business, but luckily I do live close. And so I'm going to try to spend as much time as I can out there. I want to be shooting my bow every day, and just like, now I have a target. I have a goal. We still have a month until the hunt starts. So found a buck that I want to put all my time into, and now it's time to do that. And that's going to go into keeping an eye on him when I can in the mornings and the evenings, trying to figure out his where he likes to bed. It's gonna be a lot of work. So I want to thank you for watching, taking your time out of your day. I would really appreciate if you'd give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, especially if you want to see the rest of this journey, and hopefully it pays off. So leave a comment too. Wish me some luck, because I'm gonna need it. And yeah, thank you for your time. And without further ado, here's the buck. All right, we better be quiet. Sorry. Super gray in the face. Oh, dude, that's so cool how he splits off on that main beam. He's just like wide load. All right, heading out there to see if I can find this buck. I haven't seen him but just that one time. It's gonna be a little different because it's the evening, so hopefully they come out early before it's dark. Even if it's the last 10 minutes of light, as long as I get to see them, that would make me happy. And if not, that's okay, I guess. But yeah, right now I'm listening to a Joe Rogan podcast and driving on a dirt road. It's not too bad. So hopefully the next clip will be of the big buck. If not, we tried. the 19th of July. I don't really like how this has been playing out the last few times I've come out here. I haven't been able to see that buck since that one morning that I initially saw him. So I came out here again this morning and there was no deer, not even a doe. Super quiet. There has been more human activity out here as far as, you know, vehicles on the road. So I'm hoping that someone hasn't been coming out here and just kind of carelessly been walking around. I don't know. It's easy to get negative when you're low on sleep and haven't been seeing what you want to see. So we're gonna drive around and see if we can spot something. I'll keep you updated. Well, I got some good news and I got some bad news. Bad news first is I went and drove to that spot I was talking about and there was no sign of life. So I started heading back, took a long way around, and I ran into a group of bucks, which is awesome. So the bad news is I didn't really get good video because they're far away, and I was like, well, they're getting ready to go around this bend. I can cover ground, get close. And so I just got super excited, loaded up my stuff, and just hauled butt down there. And I got down there, looked at my binos real quick, found them. They're all kind of clustered up, and I was like, man, it looks like they're looking in my direction, which they probably smelled me, they probably heard me, and then they probably saw me because once I was crouched down, set my spot and scope up to stand because I could barely see over this grass patch, and I stood up and I was like, where'd they go? So they blew out, but at least I know they're still here because I was starting to get worried. I was thinking like, man, this is just where they were hanging out in the early summer. They've moved on to greener pastures, but no, they're still in this general vicinity, and I just got to keep working my way around this area, trying to relocate them every time I come. So till next time. Finally gave up and I was like, well, I better go home and get some sleep because I got off work again this morning. And so driving back, I went past my glassing knob again and they were just there, just walking out in the open, and they weren't even that scared. So I got some video of them, which I will show you right now. This buck is sweet looking. I'm so glad that I saw him. And it just goes to show you, whenever you're feeling down and discouraged and you think maybe these bucks had blown out or they've gone somewhere else and they've gone onto greener pastures, they might not have gone as far as you think they have. So I am super excited, ending this day on a good note. It paid off. Lack of sleep and just making some sacrifices and not giving up is paying off. So let's keep it up. Left that glass knob where those bucks were, got in the truck and started cruising down the road, and the big buck crossed the road in front of us. Couldn't get any video of him, but he's looking good. We're kind of hiking in a different area where we can maybe get a higher vantage point, and we split up, me and Wade. My buddy Wade is here with me, and we're just walking through these dark cedars, hoping to find an antler or something, and also, you know, scout for a good vantage point. But look what I just walked up on. It'd be nice if we could find one of the bucks that we're watching. It's a bed right there and an ancient ass horn. But at least it's something pretty freaking cool. Maybe there's fresher ones around here. Now I kind of want to walk around. All right, so morning number 777. Just kidding. It is the 28th of July. Yesterday morning, came out here. Okay, so 2 mornings ago, he crossed the road, right? My buddy Wade and I. Was that 2 mornings ago? Oh my gosh, I don't know. All the days are blending in. So yesterday morning, I went to that same place where he had crossed the road, and I had parked and I had walked towards that drainage. And right before it opened up, I hear, and I see him, him in all his magnificence. And he was probably about 80 yards away, and he turned, he looked back, and I was crouched down behind a bush and he couldn't see me, but I think he heard me because, I mean, it's pretty crunchy ground, like dirt, crunchy dirt. I don't know, crunchy dirt. He ended up just kind of walking away with his head kind of just down. So I don't think I spooked him too bad. But that's three mornings in a row, this is where he's been. So I think I found his bedroom, which is good. You learn all kinds of stuff. It's ridiculous. Instead of just coming out here and glassing and driving around, I'm pinpointing his habits. And I think I found his bedroom. And to find a big mature buck's bedroom is saying a lot. Yeah, I thought that's the update. I know where his bedroom is, and we're gonna go from there. Well, it is the 31st. My wife behind the camera, my baby girl, Renly, and my son Asher came out here looking for this buck. I came out here this morning, didn't find him. Seen those 2 bucks you seen earlier in the video, but it was just about dark, and we're like, well, let's go home. We can't find him, and it's raining and stuff. I was like, well, let's just take this one little road and let's just get out, and I'll glass real quick and see if something will happen. I'm glassing. My binos. I'm like, oh, it's just a rock, you know. And I'm like, I better double check. I grab my spotting scope, look on, and it's like dark, so it's hard to see. And I'm like, oh, it looks like a belly. Oh no, it's just a rock. And then he picks his head up because he's down feeding for quite a while, and he finally picked it up. And I'm like, oh, there he is. So we found him, and I'll show you the video right now. It's not really good quality, but at least we found him. So yes, I'll show you the video. You can't see, it's better on the video, so I'll show you the better video quality. I'll be right back. I have honestly lost count of how many hours or days that I have spent out here watching this buck, but I can almost guarantee you that my wife knows. All jokes aside, my wife is an amazing woman, and I definitely have some spoiling to do. I love you, babe, and thank you. What I do know is that I've learned this buck's habits. I've learned his bedding areas, his escape routes, where he waters, and where he primarily likes to feed. Not only that, I've also learned that if he's not with the main group, he is more than likely just a small ridge over by himself. Now I know this is just a hunting video, and I know it's just a deer, but to me, this is so much more. Being out here watching, learning, and hunting these animals is where I feel the most alive and free from the world's noise. Like I said, I know this is about hunting, but if you can apply consistency, persistence, and the sheer will to succeed to other aspects of your life, then you too will be successful. I know this video is longer than the recommended time frame, but I'm making this for memory's sake, and if there is a possibility of inspiring my children along the way, or maybe even you, then why the heck not? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you when the hunt starts.